Hello. Today we're going to ask the AI the question, what is the meaning of existence? What is the meaning of existence?
Okay, so the user is asking about the meaning of existence. That's a big one. First, I need to figure out how to approach this. It's a philosophical question, so maybe start by mentioning different perspectives. There's the philosophical angle, religious beliefs, scientific explanations, and maybe even personal interpretations. I should break it down. Philosophically, existentialists like Sartre or Camus might say that existence has no inherent meaning and that we create our own. Then there's religious views, where the meaning is often tied to a deity or a divine plan. For example, in Christianity, the purpose might be to serve God, while in Buddhism, it's about ending suffering through enlightenment. Scientifically, maybe talk about how the universe came to be through the Big Bang and evolution, so the meaning could be about survival and reproduction. But that's more descriptive than prescriptive. Then there's the personal aspect, people finding their own meaning through relationships, goals, art, etc. I need to make sure not to present any one view as the correct answer, since it's subjective. Also, mention that this question has been debated for centuries without a consensus. Maybe end with suggesting that the meaning is something each person determines for themselves, based on their beliefs and experiences. Wait, should I include any quotes? Like Nietzsche's, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." That could reinforce the idea of creating personal meaning. Also, maybe touch on nihilism, the idea that life has no inherent meaning, but that doesn't have to be negative, it can be liberating. I should structure the answer to first outline the different approaches, then discuss each briefly, and conclude by emphasizing the subjective nature of the question. Make sure to keep it clear and not too technical, since the user might not have a philosophy background. Avoid jargon where possible, or explain it if needed. Check if there are any other angles. Maybe existentialism versus absurdism? Camus talked about the absurdity of searching for meaning in a meaningless universe, but embracing the struggle itself. Also, some Eastern philosophies like Taoism emphasize harmony with the universe. Don't forget to mention that some people find meaning in helping others, pursuing knowledge, or artistic expression. It's important to acknowledge that the answer varies widely and is deeply personal. Okay, time to put this together coherently. Start with an introduction stating it's a complex question with various perspectives. Then go through each category: philosophy, religion, science, personal meaning. Conclude by highlighting that it's up to the individual to find or create their own meaning. The question, what is the meaning of existence, is one of humanity's oldest and most profound inquiries, with answers varying widely across disciplines and perspectives. Here's a synthesis of key viewpoints. 1. Philosophical perspectives. Existentialism. Thinkers like Jean-Paul Sartre and Albert Camus argue that existence has no inherent meaning. Instead, individuals must create their own purpose through choices, actions, and commitments. As Sartre wrote, existence precedes essence. Absurdism. Camus suggested that the search for meaning in a meaningless universe is inherently absurd, yet embracing this struggle can lead to a life of passion and defiance. Nihilism. This view posits that life lacks objective meaning, but rather than despair, some, like Nietzsche, see this as an opportunity to redefine values and purpose. 2. Religious/spiritual views. Theistic traditions. Many religions, e.g., Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, tie existence's purpose to a divine plan, such as serving God, achieving enlightenment, or fulfilling dharma. Eastern philosophies. Buddhism emphasizes ending suffering, dukkha, through compassion and detachment, while Taoism focuses on harmony with a natural order, Tao. 3. Scientific lens. Cosmology. From the Big Bang to the evolution of life, science describes how we exist, but not why. Some argue meaning emerges from biological imperatives, survival, reproduction, or cosmic curiosity. Emergent purpose. Scientists like Carl Sagan or Neil deGrasse Tyson highlight awe and exploration, finding meaning in understanding the universe. 4. Personal and subjective meaning. Many individuals derive purpose from relationships, creativity, helping others, or personal growth. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, wrote in Man's Search for Meaning that meaning often arises in responding to life's challenges. 5. Absence of meaning. Nihilism and absurdism acknowledge the possibility of no inherent meaning, but responses vary: despair, liberation, or a focus on fleeting joys. Conclusion: the meaning of existence remains an open question, shaped by cultural, spiritual, and individual lenses. As Nietzsche wrote, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." Ultimately, it may be less about discovering a universal answer and more about crafting a personal narrative that resonates with your values, connections, and aspirations.